Hello and welcome to another interesting edition, of course, of the 52-week money challenge. And as usual, I'm joined by Stella Sata, and together we are in week 7. So, of course, we do encourage you to join us right on our live stream as well as on our mainstream as we do the 52-week money challenge. It's already been 7 weeks. It's been like, okay, these weeks have actually gone fast. What do you think, Stella? Okay, so I think something seems to be wrong with Stella's network. I don't know if she's really able to get me on the other side, but it's been 7 weeks already, and I was just saying how much time can fly. I mean, even how has it been for you? If you want to comment, you want to give us your comments, tell us how your experience has been. Now we're coming from Valentine's, we are in Inja Week. Of course, yeah, it's been a lot of days already gone in February, and
Hello.
obviously people have experienced losses. Yes, Stella, I'm able to get you now. Okay, please let us know if you're able to get Stella on the other side. Of course, she should be having a little bit of a technical problem, maybe could be network on the other side. Now, I'll be interested to know what you have saved this week. So week 7, it's about 70s, 7 kwacha. I'm not going to limit it, of course. 700, 700 and something, 7 million. So it's all dependent on what your budget can give you for the day. But of course, it's week 7. But tell us what has your problem, what your problem has really been actually with saving from week 1. Have you used your money? Did you spend? Did you receive gifts on Valentine's? And of course, was a gift monetary? What's your plan? And stuff like that. Hi, Stella. Okay, I should think she's going to be back pretty soon. I would have loved for her to get to just remind us again what the 52-week money challenge is all about. But of course, in my own opinion, it's all
Hi,
about saving.
Stephanie. You're breaking, so I have no idea what you've said so far.
I hope you're able to get me clearly now. I was just talking about we coming from Valentine's, Injury Week, and stuff like that. And obviously, I just want to get to know what people's experience has been so far in week 7, right? Okay, so I'm not sure if she's still able to get me on the other side. She's said it's breaking. Yeah, it really is breaking.
Hi,
So,
Stephanie. I'm sorry, I haven't heard anything that you have said so far because I think either my network is bad or your network is bad. So I'm just gonna go in and jump in and as if I'm on my own. So thank you so much for joining us. We're in week 7. We have been moving. So if you have been with us from the beginning, this week we are saving in multiples of 7. So if you're doing the option 1, which is the 13,780 kwacha challenge, then you are saving 70 kwacha. If you're doing option 2, like me, where we're trying to save 137,800, then you are saving 700 kwacha. And if you are crazy enough to do the 1.3 million kwacha challenge, then this week you are saving 7,000 kwacha. So this week has been Valentine's Day. I think a number of people were giving gifts, receiving gifts, and I hope you're one of those people that was celebrated this week. Or if no one was there to celebrate you, then I hope you celebrated yourself. So, what I do know is that quite a number of people, mostly women, but sometimes even men, receive Valentine's gifts in monetary form. So, if you received your gifts in monetary form, I would really like to encourage you to set aside some of that money and save it, because this is money that you were not really planning for, you were not expecting it. And so, this is money that you can set aside without any issues towards your budget. So, I would encourage you, if you received your money in monetary form, put some of it in the whatever you're using to save, and make sure that at least you save for a couple of weeks or just this week. If you have fallen off, this is your reminder we haven't gone very far. You know, we're doing 52 weeks. So, this is your reminder. If you've fallen off, jump back in. I know it's injury week for most of us. Next week, we'll be getting paid, and February is short, and the same salary that we received in January is supposed to deal with all these things. But if you can, save what you can. If not, you can wait until you get paid and backdate. But we would encourage you to make sure that you're creating this habit and saving in advance. So for this week, we have until Saturday to save. If you haven't already done so, you have until Saturday. We only save once a week. So if you save the 70 kwacha on Monday, you don't need to, save it again every day. No, this is like a 1 week challenge. How has it been for those of you who are tuned in? Is it getting tougher? I know it's getting tougher for me, because just removing that 700 kwacha, and I'm thinking very soon we're going into the thousands. So I would love to know, how has it been for others? Is it getting tougher, or are you, breezing through it? And what are some of the strategies that you have put in place? So this month, most interestingly, is that we're talking about budgeting when we come into the coming to the financial clinic. And I think this is very important as we do this 52-week challenge, because the challenge is going to get tougher. So we need to know, how will we navigate? How will we budget for things that are unexpected? How will we budget for, cars breaking down, children getting sick, all these other things, and still have our 52-week challenge happening? So the financial clinic for the budget will be on the 25th of February at 10 a.m. It's 300 kwacha. And remember that you could book for 3 slots for 500 kwacha. So those of you who paid 500 kwacha in the last one, you can still join this class for free. And every person that pays for the class will get a copy of the money challenges book that I have written, which is a workbook that allows you to track your 52-week challenge, your kids savings challenge, and all the other challenges that we are doing. So I would encourage you to join this class, because it will be one of the most instrumental things that we do as we are planning for the savings becoming tougher and tougher. In a couple of weeks, we'll be doing 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, and it's going to be very tough. And this is why Money FM and myself thought, let's do budgeting early on, so we get
Mm.
all the tricks and just get that sorted, so that as we go, it's slightly easier for us. Stephanie, are there any comments that we need to respond to? I know I can't hear you, but I'm sure other people can hear you. Maybe my network is just bad.
Well, I've not really seen any pop-ups so far of what comments we have on the other side. Are you able to? Okay, so definitely Absalom
Okay,
M.
so we have a
Katwiji.
comment from Absalom Katwishi. Hi, Absalom. How's it been for you? Are you saving? Are you on the 70 kwacha challenge, or are you doing 700 kwacha this week? Hi, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Zelia Kate Tembo. We see you. Thank you for joining us this week. So we would love to hear from you. The greetings are great, but we want to hear more of how the challenge is going so far. What would you give as advice to someone who's just joining us? What have you done for yourself to make sure that it's going for you? Have you already saved? Have you encountered a challenge? Where are you in this journey?
This is Money FM Radio, and definitely I know you're able to get me on the other side. And so, just like Stella said, we don't just want to see your comments interesting, want to see who wants to join. Raise your hand if you want to join. And of course, if you have had any experience, then obviously do get to communicate. We'll see how, and we can actually come through for you right there when you comment with us. You can give us a call now on 077 1616 290. So we have a few minutes to go. If there are any questions, any conclusions, any, I've not seen people that have commented, have saved for next week in advance, especially those that have received monetary gifts. Yeah, definitely. So would like to see all those comments and of course how it's been going, and obviously have you introduced somebody. I think the question should be, who else have you introduced? Don't just keep it to yourself. Introduce somebody, right, Stella? Okay, so she's still not able to get me. But one thing for sure is that I'm sure she would agree to the fact that this is not just for you. Introduce your mother, introduce your father, introduce your children, introduce your friends. So Tumbu Kalala, right, says I'm on the 52 week saving 70 this week. So far, so good. Well, so far, so good, Tumbu. It's been good. Good to know that you're actually saving. That one was actually from
So
Zelia.
Zelia says she's just joining for the first time. So Zelia, welcome. I hope I'm not speaking at the same time as Stephanie.
Definitely not. So, of course, Zelia, good to know that you've actually joined as well. And obviously, it's good to know that it's the first time.
Absalom
It's
says it's
not
really a
an
challenge, but
easy.
I'm really pushing in my savings. Well done, Absalom. It's a challenge, but it's not impossible.
This should be from Angela Moaba, right? It's her first time joining the platform as well. And obviously, being the first time to you, her just joining, just like Absalom has said, it's not the easiest of things to do. But again, it's not impossible. So keep pushing, of course, knowing that you're not alone. And obviously, we're all together. It should give you the strength to know that if I use my money, somebody else is going to make it. Yeah, definitely. Well, I guess we actually should be wrapping it up. I was almost going to get final remarks from Stella, but yeah, she really cannot hear me on the other side. So, with obviously a few minutes to go, it's good to know that people are joining. And just like I said, it's not a one man's thing. You could actually have your whole family saving, and of course, get to see how much you will save at the end of the day. Over to you, Stella.
Okay, so I can't hear Stephanie from this end when I'm on the show, but then I could hear her if I went into the Facebook. So I think technology will always have those things. But yes, so let's read some comments. We've got Preeti Munalula who says, determined till week 52, not falling off this time around. I love that. Let's keep going. I know that we've had challenges. Like I always mention, even I didn't finish last week. We've got Doreen Chembetembo who says we are in this together. I love that. And this is why we have these weekly calls, because in the weekly calls, we can encourage each other. We can make sure that nobody is being left behind. Um, Tambo says, I'm on the 52 week, saving 70 kwacha this week. So far, so good. Well done, Tambo. Keep going. Make sure that if you want to follow off, just jump into our sessions where every week we'll be encouraging each other. Zelia, you say you're joining in for the first time. Um, I'm glad that you are joining in for the first time. So we're not so far off. So far, we are saving 70 kwacha this week. You could either save the 70 kwacha or you could backdate and make sure that you catch up. Just make sure that you are jumping in with everything. Let's not stop. Let's make sure that we are going. Um, don't feel very bad that you've come in a bit late. We're only in February. This is going on all the way up to December. So let's keep pushing, let's keep encouraging each other. Every week we will have this show with Money FM every Thursday at 13:30, where we encourage each other, we share our challenges, we share what we're doing right, we share what is going wrong, just to make sure that everyone does not get left behind. And I am looking forward to seeing what's going to happen at the end of the 52 weeks when we have this entire community having had saved. So, on that note, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us in this week's 52-week Money Challenge show. We will be streaming live once again on Thursday at 13:30, right on this platform, right on Money FM. Keep joining these sessions because when you want to fall off, you need that accountability and you need that community. And this is what we are doing here. So, thank you so much for spending your lunchtime with me, and I look forward to interacting with you next week at the same time, same place. See you then, and don't forget to sign up for the budgeting financial clinic on the 25th of February. Margaret says, still going strong. I love that. Let's keep going strong. Let's make sure that we are not falling back. Sarah, we have a comment from Sarah. It says, I'll keep pushing. Thank you so much for everything. Keep pushing, Sarah. I love it. I love it that everybody just says they're going to keep pushing. This year, we are not stopping in the middle. This year, no matter what, we're going to keep saving. Faith says, I'm into great faith. Are you guys inviting your friends? By the way, don't just do it on your own. Make sure that you invite people. Make sure that you've got your family involved. Make sure that you've got your children involved. Anybody that you can, let's get them involved. On that note, I'd like to say thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.